Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. Ralph Urban here, and we are talking Bobby Jones Golf Company, and that means we're talking to Jesse Ortiz, the man behind the entire line. Jesse, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me on, Ralph.
New driver this year for the Bobby Jones Golf Company, and it is big just like all the others.
Well, yeah, it's a new driver, my first one in 4 years. I try to stay ahead of the curve, Ralph. I'm not one of these guys that comes out with a new driver every 6 or 8 months. So I try to make the clubs last at least 3 seasons. This one's lasted 4. But it was time to get to the USGA Max, which was the 5-inch by 5-inch corral or box. And I'm real proud about how the new club came out. I've gotten a lot of great buzz here.
And it is, as have been all the Bobby Jones clubs, beautiful club, but it is, of course, effective.
Well, yeah, I mean, I always say it's against my religion to make an ugly club. I really believe that you can make something that's really beautiful and be high-tech and perform at the highest level. I mean, a lot of clubs out here seem to be competing for the ugly contest, and they kind of hide behind the fact that, well, that's high-tech. I don't believe that that's true. I think you can make something really beautiful and still work.
And again, the key factor is you've got the weight distributed in the back, but then you also have some in the heel.
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, what I did with this new driver, Ralph, is I kind of took the old one that I had and extended it out to be a lot more triangular. I know 4 years ago everyone thought that my driver was unusual looking, but you know, in 4 years it's become very traditional looking. So now I've just stretched out the club, and it's very triangular. I don't believe in square. I think square works against golfers because it's harder to square up face at impact. When you have a triangular shape, that rear apex kind of rotates a bit, and it facilitates the club face coming square through the ball.
And, of course, that produces the draw that many people aspire to.
Well, that's right. I mean, I know that the triangular shape gives a lot more gear effect, which means that if you hit the ball a little bit off center, it kind of goes out and then curls back into the center. So I'm really happy with the way the driver has come out and the reaction I've got.
And since you launched your first driver years ago and had a successful run of fairway woods, but really the hybrids jumped off the page, very popular all across the country.
Well, the hybrid, it certainly helped that we had an infomercial that went out there and kind of exposed the technology behind it. Again, the hybrid, interestingly, was also considered strange and unusual looking 3 years ago, and now pretty much all the other guys here in the building are making hybrids that are looking more and more like the one that I came out with 3 years ago. So what's new in the hybrid line is that we've added a couple of lofts. We've added a 17 and a 35 degrees. So, but otherwise it's remained the same.
Now, if people want more information on the entire line of Bobby Jones Golf, where can they go?
They go right on BobbyJonesGolf.com, and they get right on our webpage, and all the baloney is right there.
All right, Jesse, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thanks for having me on, Ralph.
I want to thank Jesse Ortiz for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. Join us next time as we continue to help you with your next golf purchase.